Now, if you ask me, what is the most significant risk that the bank face? I think most of you and most of the analysts and investors will say it's the credit risk. And in our computation of capital that is required to support risk, we actually allocate most of our capital to credit risk, which is about 80% or so. And then for market risk, we allocate about maybe 10, 12% of the capital to market risk and the remaining to operational risk. The question is this really correct? To me, I think we have significantly underappreciated and underestimated the risk that the operational side presents to the bank. So one is in the physical space and one is in the cyberspace. Both of these are actually difficult to quantify, difficult to measure. So through this forum, we hope that we will be able to increase the awareness of these risks that exist day in and day out. Yeah, I think the first thing that our colleagues should do is, first of all, to be aware that these risks do exist and they do attack us from time to time. So we need to be aware, we need to be cognizant of the fact that these risks exist, and we need to protect. Further than that, we need to defend and we need to report. Reporting is very important because by reporting, you basically ask for additional resources to be made available to you to defend yourself, to defend your family, and then also to defend the community in our country.
Hi, I'm Joanna Ng from Tampines branch, OCBC branch. I enjoyed the last section most on how we can help in the CPR, especially when Michael mentioned about what we have learned, but we never teach our family members, including our parents, on how they can actually save life. We'll be able to help one another, look out for one another, to look out on signs like Michael was mentioning, like when you're feeling fatigue for women for the past few days, that we know how to see telltale signs, whether a person is well or not, and look out for them.
So first, over the past 1 year, we have redefined and extended our risk governance strategy, okay, to cover technology risks, information risks, and cyber risks. Now, information risk is as long as the Sumerians crafting their tablets, right? Information risks is, in the days of the Romans as well. The second area is a technology risk, first introduced by MES back in the IPTRMG days, whereby it is actually the business risk relating to the failure or disruption of essential banking services arising from the use of information and communication technologies. Finally, in 2014, whereby we start to see big major corporations like JP Morgan being hit by cyber attacks, then the new realm of cyber risk starts to come into being. Right? So what is cyber risk? Cyber risk is defined as the business risk relating to acts perpetrated by malicious threat actors using information and communication technologies.
We have just published a very new policy called the Cyber Risk and Resilience Policy, whereby we describe the roles and responsibilities for all employees. In fact, this is important it can be looked at in several ways, right? These responsibilities include governance and oversight, assessment and protection, monitoring and detection, response and recovery, and as well as the need to communicate and report, and last but not least, learn and evolve. Okay, we need to be a living organism as we face a changing risk landscape kind of environment that we have right now.
Okay. I'm Zhen Chao. I'm from Group Legal and Regulatory Compliance. For me personally, I thought the afternoon session on this cybersecurity is actually very interesting and informative, where they actually invited speakers from the various industries and talk about the latest cybersecurity trends. So I thought it actually allows me to be more attentive and more aware of the cybersecurity vulnerabilities and threats around me. With the rapid adoption of technology, it's really important to be more aware of the latest technological trends, especially when we are in the legal and compliance department, where we cover a lot of things on governance, risk, and compliance. So this is definitely relevant in our course of work.
I think operational risk has never been more relevant than now. Whether it is technology risk, information risk, cyber risk, physical security risk, business continuity, outsourcing, and so on, we find that there's all of these areas should be more synergistically managed, and at the same time, being able to work and collaborate with the various business units as we combat this together. It is important for us to be aware and be committed to take actions to handle this more effectively.